I just want you to know that President Obama has increased the debt by 40% in 2 years. But that's it. But that's all he's done in 2 years. That's it. I mean, okay, all right. Food stamps are up. What, about 40%? Mm-hmm. GDP is down. Mm-hmm. But don't worry about it.
Gas prices are up about $2 a gallon.
Yeah, but don't worry about that. We've got another war. But our debt...
Unemployment's 9.2%.
Yeah, well, whatever. Our debt, he's done 40% more. He's spent $4 trillion in 2 years.
Housing starts are down.
Okay, whatever.
Housing prices
our debt
are
is
down.
up 40%. Mm-hmm. That means we win.
Okay.
Look,
all right.
You got to spend money.
To make money.
If Joe said, Joe Biden, I love this. Are you saying that we got to spend money to get our way? Yes, and he's done it. He's increased our debt, hear this, America, by 40%.
So we're, as far as Biden's concerned, we're right on track.
We're going to go bankrupt as a nation. Mm-hmm. Now, when I say that, people look at me and say, what are you talking about, Joe?
What are you talking about, Joe?
You're telling me we got to go spend money to keep from going bankrupt?
Yeah.
The answer is yes, I'm telling you.
Yeah, the answer is yeah. That's what he's telling us.
Now, that's what he told us 2 years ago. So he's telling us this now, too. That, look, we're going to go bankrupt on August 2nd. No, we're not. No, we're not. We must pay our debt. We have to pay our debt. You can't. What?
I was excited because I was watching cable news yesterday, and I discovered that they're now calling people who say that we're not going to, we're not going to go on August 2nd. The debts, we're not going to become, in default.
Are we flat earthers?
Holocaust deniers? Deniers.
You're
debt deniers.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Default deniers. Yeah.
No.
Yes, you are. You're a default denier.
We don't default on all of our payments. That doesn't happen. When you can't make your budget. When you can't pay for it, you reduce your spending at home, and then you reprioritize, and you pay the things you must pay, like your home mortgage, like our loans to China. We must pay that. We're not going to default on that. We're not going to. Will we default on the turtle wheelchair program? Yep. We're probably going to do that. Probably going to have to shut that one down. Yep. No firefighters and police? No.
Do you have turtle walkers?
Turtle wheelchair.
Didn't you have a walker or something for these turtles?
No.
I mean, they're just gonna...
No.
They attached a wheel to his leg or something.
But how are they going to get around? How are the turtles?
I don't know. We're going to make soup.
You're going
it's up to me.
Kill
We're going to eat the
turtles
turtle.
because you can't get them wheelchairs?
Yep.
That's a terrible policy.
Going to do it. Oh, going to have to close the parks. Going to have to close the monuments. I love the monuments. Going to have to close them. Going to have to close the monuments. Yep.
What if
probably have to do
what
that.
if we were just to hire? We need to hire people anyway. What if we were to hire people to help the turtles get to their new locations?
Then you provide jobs.
You're providing jobs for people.
Created.
Going to have to put Smithsonian and the Smithsonian and the museums on mothballs for a while. Sucks. Yep. Going to have to do it. Oh well. Move on.
Well, how are turtles going to visit the museum when they're not even open and they don't have wheelchairs? This is ridiculous.
No, not going to build ramps for turtles, not going to build tunnels for turtles, not going to open the museums for turtles.
Why do you hate handy-capable turtles?
No. Going to have police, going to have firemen, going to have teachers. Probably going to have to go without the museums and the turtle.
Oh, I
tunnels
see what you're going to do. What you're saying is you're not going to pay Social Security or Medicare.
No,
that's what he's
that.
saying.
We're going to pay that.
You're going to starve
seniors. Remember, no. We've got that. There's no chance of this going broke. We've got that. Harry Reid. We've got the president saying that. There's no way that's going to go broke. We've got plenty of money for that. So we're going to pay for that.
So you're going to starve veterans then, and that's your policy. You're going to go after veterans who have fought for this country. You're going to starve them, even if they already are eating on their own. You're going to starve them intentionally to save monies to pay for big oil subsidies.
Is this the most ridiculous argument you've ever heard in your life? This is what they have to get you to believe. They have to get you to believe that our first thing that we're going to do is not pay our debt to China. That's the first thing we're going to do. Yep, that's right. Oh, yeah. We're going to screw the rest of the world. Yeah. We're not going to go broke on August 2nd. The way to go broke is to continue to spend. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. They even know that. Chuck Schumer knows that. This is a lie. This is a Marxist lie They are intentionally crippling our nation. No one increases the debt by 40% in 2 years when he has run on a platform that says the debt is out of control. Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
And how about what Harry Reid said yesterday about cut, cap, and balance?
I think this piece of legislation is about as weak and senseless as anything that has ever come on this Senate floor.
Wow.
And I'm not going to waste the Senate's time.
Obamacare?
Day after day on this piece of legislation, which I think is an anathema to what our country's all
There's
about.
another one, anathema.
Okay, so everyone understand. We're going to have a vote tomorrow. I'm not going to wait till Saturday.
Okay.
We're going to have a vote tomorrow. And I feel confident that this legislation will be disposed of one way or the other. The American people should understand that this is a bad piece of legislation. Perhaps some of the worst legislation in the history of this country.
Wow. To balance the budget.
Wow.
To balance the budget would be one of the worst pieces of legislation in American history.
This man is so incredibly dishonest. Wow. I can't even begin to describe. It is so incredibly. You have to be a gold medalist in gymnastics, mental gymnastics, to be able to understand his perspective.
You have to think, too.
And claim to be honest.
Yeah, you'd have to think, too, a guy, Harry Reid, who's Mormon, who knows that there's been laws in this country that made it legal to kill Mormons in, what was it, Missouri till 1970s?
76.
That was just
that might be a bad one.
That one might be bad. Or how about the Indian Removal Act of 1830 that allowed the government to basically ship out Indians all across the country, and 8,000 Indians died?
Balancing the budget is worse.
Or the Fugitive Slave Act from 1850 that had allowed slave catchers to go to North and
insulting
kidnap
that you would even bring that up. This is far worse.
This is far worse. Or, you're saying catch runaway slaves and return them back into slavery?
Yeah, just kidnap
That's
them.
somehow or another worse
than balancing the budget?
Or how about the Espionage Act of 1917 under President
You're so cute.
Wilson, when you were able to clamp down on anti-war dissent and leftist organizations during World War I, it allowed the government to rifle through the mail and arrest agitators and imprison people for their political speech. Or maybe it was Executive Order 9066 following Pearl Harbor, the United States interned Japanese.
No. Listen, Stu.
No,
Stu.
You're saying
Stu,
that
balancing the budget. You misunderstand. Okay, round up the Japanese, round up the Germans, round up anybody who speaks ill of the president. Allow them to be killed because of their religion. Just kick the Indians off their land. No, you can take all of those.
He's just not getting it, is he?
He's not getting it. He's stupid. He's not a professional politician.
Combine them all.
Combine them.
They're not as bad as paying your bills.
Balancing the budget?
Come on.
That's going to destroy America.
So you're saying
we've got to spend more.
So killing people for their race, their religion,
right. Yeah.
That's less.
That's
less offensive than spending the amount of money that you take in. That's. And it's
Harry Reid for you.
Now you're getting it.
History.
Hello, Mr.
Okay,
Gold
I think I'm there with you.
The gold medal for mental gymnastics goes to Stu. Congratulations.
Thank you.